Hi guys, it's Heather here with another weekly update. I think I am week 11, 11 or 12. It'll be in the title because I'll have them all showing up there. DS update. So I had a lap band removal, gallbladder removal, and a switch to a DS on November 9th, 2016, with Dr. Bermudez at Rex Bariatrics, and I had the surgery at Rex Hospital in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I'll go into my stats first. My high weight was 304 pounds for this thing. My surgery weight was 283.2 pounds. My weight last week was 246.6 pounds, and my weight today was 245 pounds. So that's a loss of 1.6 pounds for the past week, which is a little disappointing. But it kind of bounced up a little bit and then stayed there and then came back down a little bit. And so I don't know what's going on. I'm trying not to worry about it, not to like hate the scale because it's not doing what I want it to do. It's not going down as fast as everybody wants it to. I'm not stalled. I am eating, trying to up my protein because I know I need more. My goal before was 90 grams a day, and I was mostly hitting that with like all food, no supplements, no shakes. But now I'm trying to, over the course of the next month or so, I'm going to try to up that up to 120, and I don't know if that's where I'll stay or not. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that without, adding a shake, which I don't really love, but whatever. So anyway, that was 1.6 pounds for this week, 38.2 pounds since surgery, and 59 pounds from my high. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And every time I add a weekly weigh-in to my weight monitoring app, it brings back my goal date a little bit, and it's still doing that, so that's good. I think now it says I will hit my goal, my first goal, which is my goal for this year is Wonderland 199 pounds. But my first goal is 175 pounds. I don't know I have no idea what I'll look like at 179 pounds or 175 pounds. No idea. But that sort of seems like a doable thing and where I might be comfortable. So that's my goal right now, and then I'll look after. I'll try to decide. I'll reevaluate when I get there. But so currently my app says I'll get there at around August. I don't have a whole lot for this week. I'm having some more bathroom issues. The same things I had happen when I kind of realized that I was probably lactose intolerant. I haven't been drinking regular milk. I had a couple cups of coffee with caffeine this week. But I don't think that was it. But I am drinking more half and half if I have more coffee. So I've started having like a warm drink, a coffee in the afternoon, which is usually decaf, but with half and half in it. I'm thinking about switching that to heavy whipping cream and see if it helps. One day this week I had more carbs than I planned to because I ate a hush puppy. We went to a local barbecue place and that we've been going to since I was in college, and love their hush puppies. And so I decided I was going to try one and see how it felt on my stomach, and I felt fine. I'm honestly, when I don't drink milk or have those kinds of things, I don't have a lot of gas, and I didn't have a lot of gas with that either, but I ate one. And with we had some fried chicken, so I ate a lot of protein with that. But that day was kind of a high carb day, but that was not when this whole thing started. So I don't know. I'll be doing a little more experimenting and seeing what's going on. I don't think my fat was higher than usual. So it is what it is. Maybe I'll figure it out. Anyway, okay. So I was just rudely interrupted by one of the alarms on my phone, which is telling me to go to bed, which I'm not going to do. Anyway, I was saying that I have videoed my my vitamin regimen. A lot of people are curious about that, and if you're looking to have a switch, what you might need to take. I will throw the caveat in there right now that I haven't had my levels taken since surgery. They do that first at the 3-month appointment, and so I have that right around Valentine's Day. So I'm looking forward to. So I think this weekend, actually, I'm going to go have my blood drawn. So I will have all those results for the appointment I have with the doctor. I also have an appointment with the nutritionist, which is sort of my first one-on-one appointment with the nutritionist, and I'm not really looking forward to that. A lot of nutritionists give DS patients advice that is not necessarily the best for a DS patient. They give you the same sort of advice they give for gastric bypass or for sleeve, low fat, not necessarily as high protein, although, I mean, my office does want me to be higher protein, at least, 90 to 120 grams, so that's good, but, they generally push lower fat, which, as a DS patient, fat is sort of my freebie, because I don't absorb as much. I don't absorb all of it, and body needs a certain amount of fat to live. So I don't know. I will dutifully listen to what they have to say, and we'll see if they have any comments about the kinds of things I'm eating. Generally, I eat a lot of cheese, a lot of meat. I can eat some vegetables. I ate some broccoli, which I could not eat broccoli when I had the band. I had the band, and broccoli more often than not would get stuck. So I'd eat a piece and maybe I didn't chew it up enough, or maybe it was just too fibrous and it would get stuck. So I ate some broccoli over the weekend, and I was kind of wondering if that was what caused my tummy, well, not my tummy, but my, intestinal issues. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll know when I do some more experimenting, I guess. I try not to eat a lot of vegetables to try to fill up the space with protein, but really, vegetables don't seem to bother me. They tend to give a lot of carbs, even leafy vegetables. I try to do a not net carbs, total carbs, to try to keep track of those instead of subtracting out fiber, and which is what a lot of the vegetable carbs are, non-starchy vegetable carbs. But so far it's working for me. I get a little. I really need to work on some more recipes, like actually cooking things for me, rather than cooking a meat and some sides, and I eat the meat and my family eats the sides. So more, I don't know, casseroles, things that are high protein without rice or things. And I can still make sides for my family, but a lot of it just doesn't feel like a complete meal. And I can eat relatively a lot. I have restriction, but it feels relatively open. I certainly can't eat as much as I could before the band, or even sometimes with the band I could eat rather a lot, but I get full faster now. But it's I don't know, it's entirely different. It just is. And sometimes I wonder if I can eat too much food and I'm gonna talked that, but I'm eating, like, my calories are only like under 1,500 a day, and I'm not absorbing all that. So anyway, I think that's it for me, and I will now splice in all the footage about my vitamins, and hopefully that's interesting to you guys. If there's anything else that you have questions about, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. I'm certainly not a vet, but I read a lot from vets, and the DS vets, and I read a lot. Read a lot. I read a lot. So I feel like I have a good handle on, what a DS patient is supposed to do. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm almost 3 months out now, so that's not a long time, but I feel like it's settling into what it should be. What it will be for, a longer term, rather than, in the beginning being very slow and deliberate about what I ate, and trying things very very slowly, and being very cautious about what I ate. I'm not like that as much anymore. But I don't have a lot of cravings for carbs or bread or anything. I feel like maybe the surgery or the being off of carbs for a while has really helped with that, because I feel like I'm when I eat when I'm stressed, and so work has been kind of stressful lately, and I've felt kind of extra snacky in the afternoons when I'm like working on a problem and I get kind of stressed. But I'm not, craving chocolate, and I'm not looking for the popcorn or the granola bars that's in our break room. So it's all been honestly relatively easy. So hopefully it will continue to be so. Anyway, I will talk to you guys next week, and then probably, I haven't looked at when the dates line up, but February 9th will be my 3-month anniversary, and my hair is falling out. It gets in my eyes. So anyway, so I'll probably do some more, before and after shots, or before and now shots at that point, and probably try to wear some clothes that are maybe a little bit better fitting for this one. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, I've decided that I'm going to do a vitamin video for, basically DS patients. And first thing I'm going to show you, these are the organizers that I use. You can see they have 4 slots. They're the large ones. I got them off Amazon. They're about a cubic inch inside each compartment. And if I can get this out. Okay. So they come out, they're all closed up. They have my meds in for a whole day, and I take them with me. I put them in my purse every day, and then no matter where I am, I almost always have my purse. And I have all of my vitamins and everything in this box. I just shove it under a chair in my bedroom right now until I figure out a more permanent place for it, although that's not such a bad place, I guess. This has everything that I take except for 2 things that I take at bedtime. So I'll show those to you pretty well already. So these are still the chewable iron that I got from my surgeon's office. I still had some left, and I didn't this is not focusing very well, but I haven't switched over to the other iron yet. And with that, I take this chewable vitamin C that I found at GNC. It is vitamin C that I really liked when I was a kid. It does have some sugar in it. I have one a day. I'll revisit that later if I need to. But you can see I've bought Perfect Iron. That's right there for when I need it. When I'm out of the other iron. So I'm going to get everything set up and then show you how I take care of my vitamins and everything that I take. Okay, so as you can see, I have everything all lined up, and this is everything that I take in a day, and some of them I take more than one in a day. Sometimes some of them I take an awful lot of. I have myself a spreadsheet that I made that has how many pills go in each little compartment of what for each day, and I'm going to go through each one. And so this is omeprazole. It's just an acid reducer. I started taking that before surgery because I was having a lot of reflux, and the doctor wants me to stay on it for probably at least 6 months, maybe a year. I don't know. This is my calcium. I got the Bone Up 3 per day. I take 6 per day as a DS patient. This is the magnesium that I take. It is, there are the stats on that. I take 4 of these per day. This is my zinc, 50 milligrams. I take this, I think, twice a day. 1 pill twice a day. This is spirulina. It's supposed to help me keep from losing my hair. And I was talking about whether it has niacin in it before. Come on, focus. No, there we go. And no niacin. There's some vitamin A and some vitamin B12 in it, but no niacin. I'm not sure why it makes you flush. It must be just something in the, it's an algae. These are my multivitamin, Centrum regular for adults. This is just a small one that came with the larger one that I bought that, I'm just going to use it up. And this is the probiotic I take, just to try to help keep things good in my stomach and, in my whole digestive tract. I take one of these twice a day. I did do the same thing with the spirulina one twice a day currently. I think you can take a lot more than that. Let's see. I think you can take up to like 6 or something a day. I'll take 6 tablets daily. So I might start going up from there. This is the copper. I just started taking this not too long ago. It's 2.5 milligrams. I take it once a day. This is the E that I take. It's dry E, which you need for a DS patient. It is 400, which means it is 400 IU. I take that twice a day. This is vitamin A, 25, which means it's 25,000 IU. I was looking at it, but I didn't let you guys see it. I take that, I believe, once a day. Yeah, once a day. This is the vitamin D I take, also a dry D. These are all dry formulations because they're fat-soluble vitamins, and as a DS patient, I don't absorb fat very well. So this is 50,000 IU. I take this once a day. This is the vitamin K that I take, K1. It's, let's see, 1,000. I assume that's 1,000. Yeah, 1,000. Come on. Not having it in micrograms. That's what that says. Excuse me. I take that once a day. This is the K2 that I take. It's sublingual, really tiny. I take, and it's 100. Let's see if that will focus. Probably not. And it's 100 micrograms. I take that once a day. This is the sublingual B12 that I take. 5,000 micrograms. I don't really like the taste of it, but so I might look for a different one next time, but I take that once a day. And finally, this is my biotin, 10,000 micrograms that I just added, again, to try to help keep my hair from falling out. It's not really, well, I would say it's not really working, but I only just started it, this last time. You see I have 3 of these open and ready and empty, ready to be filled up. I actually have 4 of them, but I fill up about 3 weeks at a time because that lets me know if I need to get some before I completely run out. So, I'll fill this up, and anything that I am running out of, I'll make a note of it and buy it. I buy most of it on Amazon. Obviously, the omeprazole is in a prescription bottle. I get that from a local pharmacy. It's really cheap. And I think, and like I said, I got the chewable C from GNC. The iron that I got, I also got from Amazon. Yeah, I think most of it's from Amazon. It's not all subscribe and save, which kind of makes me sad. But anyway, that's it. So what I do now is I basically look at my spreadsheet, open it up, take out a bunch, and just go through and plop it in. And I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. Okay, so these are my vitamins, and the 3 on the bottom are the ones that I just filled up. And these are the ones I have left from last time. I'm going to pop one out and show you. I think there's like 7 to 9 pills in each of these containers. So I think it's 7, 7, 8, and 9. A lot of the ones in this one are small. So, and that's what I take. So they are labeled for morning, noon, evening, and bedtime, but I have alarms on my phone. So I take this at about 7:30 in the morning, and I take this one at about 11:30 in the morning. This is about 3:30, and then this one I take at about 7:30, and then I take my iron and calcium a couple hours after that usually. Not calcium, iron and vitamin C a couple hours after that, although there is no calcium in my last dose, so I kind of take that as soon as I remember so that I kind of don't like to drink milk or have hot chocolate, anything milk based, because it has a lot of calcium, and iron shouldn't be mixed because it inhibits the absorption. So depending on whether my dinner is creamy, has a lot of dairy in it or not, I will take it a little bit later or a little bit sooner. And yeah, so I'm all set for the next 3 weeks. I'll have to open it up and put a few more things in because I'm almost out of my probiotic. I think I end that here, but I probably don't get any more until a little bit later. But if I have to skip something in probiotics, it's not a bad thing to skip for a little bit. And yeah, that's it for my vitamins.